morning. I look like I've just rolled out of bed, which is the most accurate statement for today. Come on, computer. So, what are we doing today? You might be asking. Well, right now, I'm activating the server. So, basically, it's gotten to that point with the Minecraft server where we we're no longer really on it very often. Most of the team is like just chilling out, and we just don't play very often anymore. So because of that, um, we have decided at this point to wait until the modded stuff comes in. Hopefully March. Um, Next month I will be upgrading my computer fully, so minus the graphics card at this rate because well, it's really hard to find a 3080 Ti right now. But that's just how she go. Um, so yeah, we're gonna attempt to connect. Hopefully it works. Yep, there we go. We're online. All right, letting Minecraft join. Um, so yeah, we are officially calling this the finale of the world. I'm just gonna set game slash difficulty peaceful. There we go. All right. So let's go where it all began. And really show off the place. We didn't get much as far as our abilities. We did some massive digging. We got some interesting build projects, some that I really enjoyed, some that definitely in the future I won't be doing again for my build style. But let's go ahead and show off what we got here. Oh man. Alright, we're going to start from the beginning. So my first build on this server, besides finding spawn, was to build this little boat and create something that we could all use. Of course, nothing in it. Build a little pier, which I thought was kind of cute. Little sweet little thing here. Nothing in any of this stuff, just empty barrels and such that are all spawn protected. Um, just chilling. I'm just going through an order what we built when we built it. So the reason why we're doing the end of this server is because of the fact that this server has been so laggy and such a difficulty. Plus we're gonna go into modded here soon, so we're really kind of done with a lot of this. Oh look, yeah, Prismarine. I had some kelp in here. What could be in here? Since everyone's been asking, well, what is this? I'm finally gonna reveal it. So I had plans for this. And it says, "Welcome to the world of Silencia. You have just woken up and are a new adventurer. Where you come from is unknown. Why you is also unknown. I really need to work on my punctuation. But your future is yours." And that was all that was ever in this thing. There's no center. That's annoying. But so this was our first ever build on the server. Now, unlike the other times we've done the other seasons of Minecraft, I'm actually this time trying to basically make it so that way we can get a proper finale. We built this beach recently, a little hangout area to enjoy the beautiful ocean and the gorgeousness. One of our first major builds outside of our own house was this fishing pier, where we had a good old time, chilling out, catching some fish. We had some good fishing rods too. Never got our fishing very high. And of course we've got our little fishing hut that we never put an NPC in. Of course we gotta go check out our original couple of builds as we were walking around. One of the major builds that really kind of started off the name of the series was the Sandy Talon. Now I don't think, yep, he's no longer in here because I set it to peaceful. But this was where Greg's old cousin lived in our little forge area probably one of my more proud builds. I really like the design of this. There's some things I would definitely change, but I think it came out really well. Following along the path, remember the old mine shaft? How bad it used to look, and finally fixed it up to make it look nice. Of course, our gorgeous blacksmith that we built and never really used, just for something kind of fun to store weapons from our weapon shops. Let's see, our little bamboo thing, which we never did anything with besides use as fuel. Ah, man. Of course, we've got our original house, the OG house, where we started with everything, started working on it all, getting everything set up. It was quite nice. We had done a lot at this base. I was quite proud. This house was actually pretty well designed, in my opinion, for a quick starter thing. I definitely think through this journey I've become a much better builder. I love these things. Been watching a lot of Whip. One of my shameful buildings that I'm not as proud of. Looks decent, but you know, could be better. Our little music shop. I don't think anybody's in here now. Okay. You know, our where we are selling our music discs. And of course, my favorite build, and probably one of the best builds I've done, is our forge. This thing was gorgeous. It came out so well. There's a chicken nearby. We did so much work here. Never got to finish it, unfortunately. I did love the nether wall design that I was going for. It really came out well, and I love how the lava came out. The furnaces always look nice, which I'm very happy about. Our little storage room, which we never really got a chance to expand or automate like I wanted to, but you know, that's how it goes. Our gorgeous little mason area, probably one of my better designs. I must admit, I really like how this came out. I like that the villagers can just hang out and talk, and there's no issue here. Let's keep going. Continuing on across the bridge, of course we got our nice little bamboo farm, which has very much supplemented our enchanting, even though we have no enchantments at this point. We have our little bunny base. I'm actually at this point going to creative to make this a little faster. Our little rabbit hut, which I think actually came up pretty well considering. I think the build was a really interesting design, and I'm pretty into this. I like this for the desert villas and houses. Um, our church square we never got to finish, and of course our wall that we never got to finish, and the desert that we destroyed in the meantime. Oh, some good memories. On the next time, I will build a wall proper. I promise. Wait, is it? It's control. There we go. Let's go up. Heading up our nice little path, we've got our gorgeous wizard tower. I think I built off stream because it took forever to get all the nether resources. And I think it really, you know, came out well. I love the window designs I came up with. Really broke it up, making it look really nice. Oop, lag spikes. This is another reason why we're switching to modded and a different server company. We got our white banner in here for the white flag. And we've just got some nice little bookcases, some nice shelves. We had a lot of enchantments that we were working with. Nothing major, as we were just using up our levels here. So much stuff, though. It was a good time. Alright. Of course, naturally, we've got our little nether wart farm that we're having a good time. Our little potion room. Didn't end up using much of the potion, but we had a lot of haste extended potions that we got from Chaston, which is really useful. Alright. Continuing down this little road, of course, we got our glass bridge that we never sadly finished. We did get it all the way there, but it never finished for the design we were going with. Our Monster Hunter Club, where we had originally, this was not all redstone. Chaston came in here and redstone me, but this is where we kept all of our monster parts and like weapons and stuff and armor we had gained. It was actually a pretty fun time. I definitely like how this came out. Our fish market, which I love the names. I think these were so cute. I do love the designs of these little huts. I definitely could see having villagers in these things and no issue at all. I think it would look great. Um, and I definitely think that overall this was definitely a great build. Even though it was kind of a weird one, but I like how it came out with the design. Kind of reminds me of an amphitheater. Our first lava fountain, naturally, as we have to have one in every build I do, because I love lava fountains. I think they're gorgeous. Our attempt at a train station that ended up, I mean, I can't say it looks good. I cannot say that. We have a train station going down to the other base, but this build was a unique one. We were gonna set up all the maps of the world in here and like created a viewing station, and then we had a place where people could climb off the. Um, we're gonna get a station for where this thing actually started instead of starting over there, bringing it over here. But Chasten's famous jar of dirt that you all probably remember got griefed pretty early on, and we had to go back and fix it, which was fun. Of course, continuing on, let's go. My gorgeous bridge that I was playing around with just to see how it would look turned out terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Our attempt at castle number one, we were close, but we ran out of resources sadly for even building the first major wall. I definitely look forward to getting better situated for a wall or a castle in the future. One of the things I think we're going to definitely do is ancient engineering or ancient warfare, and I think that'll really help with the design. But you know, it is what it is. All right, let's go back. Of course, our little lava fountain of Netherwart that came out really nice. I do think this aesthetic kind of really pleased the eye to me because I like the color. I like the coarse dirt mixed in with it. I think it came out really well. Following over, we've got our glorious wheat farms, which honestly saved us so many times. And they came out really well alongside their little fountain that I created. I think that looks really nice with the just design of it overall that came out. But let's come down here. Our kenneled studio, which was a cute little thing. We had a bunch of dogs set up. It was just fun to have. I think this honestly, I love this build. I think the design came out really well for how it was built. And I think that overall, I definitely agree that this was one of my favorite designs for working with this type of material. Continuing on, we've got our wheat mountain that we've been using for a long time. Gotta love it. We finally got stairs to it only, I think, like 5, 6 sessions ago. Our automated bone farm, thank you, Cameron, for that. Helped out a lot. Sadly, we didn't finish all of our builds, but you know, we got there pretty well. We've got the meat rubbers, which honestly was well worth the investment. We've got our merchants in here that we just recently did in this very cramped back room, but I feel it felt like a butcher shop. I do like how the door kind of sits in the side here and kind of pulls away from the overall design. I think it comes out well. Again, another building I like the design of just because it was fun to mess around with it. I like how the roof isn't perfect and kind of pulls away from the general squaredness of Minecraft. In the end, let's see how many bone meal blocks do we end up with. We end up with a few. I mean, we probably could get another half stack of bone blocks that came out of that. Our farm, where for the longest time we had our dogs stored and had all the trees and everything. This place has really grown a lot. We did well with this building. Again, I like the combo design of this. I think it really came out well for the palette. Our glorious fields of wheat. Remember the cow farm with the horse that used to be always here? Oh man, was that an annoying design. Oof. Of course, our nice little sheep shaker that recently was built, never finished sadly. But again, another design I actually really like the look of. I think even with this, I think it came out really well. Oops. um, and I think the only thing I would have done differently is bring these spruce blocks or dark oak blocks up one more to really fit the palette. But again, you know, things you learn. Of course, our sheep farm, which this thing has been from day one. I rarely ever used it, and then suddenly we started using it a lot. We were using it for plans and stuff like that, but never ended up planning anything, sadly. So, of course, it wouldn't be perfect or complete without visiting our amazing temple where Pigstep was buried. I believe Pigstep was buried somewhere around in here. I cannot recall where exactly, but it's in here somewhere. But we of course have our random water bender fountain that we did. As we've done lava fountains, we made what I can only call a waterbender thing. And of course, our glorious statue of gorgeousness. I think it came out real well. You know, even though this whole thing's not even in the slightest and it pisses everyone off. Getting an overall aerial view is gorgeous. We'll do a full aerial tour here in a second. Probably one of my favorite builds definitely was this chicken farm slash donkey coop. I think this came out really well. I love the color combo. I think it could have been broken up with a couple stripped pieces here and there, but I definitely think this design is something I will overall keep for the future. I love how the colors hit, and I just think it came out real well. Our glorious tree farm, which kind of got TNT'd at some point, um, came out really well. I mean, it's a nice little area. It's kind of cutesy. Not too bad, not too hard to work with. And then, of course, one of my more favorite designs, and one of the ones I kind of stole from Flip on YouTube, which I definitely recommend checking out his channel, was his cow farm. I kind of modified it a little bit. I think I really like this design. I think it fits into the terrain really well, and I like the idea of using coarse dirt and the path dirt. I think it comes out really well overall. And I like the tier, so it makes it so the cows can kind of walk around a lot more. Much better than a fence. Of course, our glorious fields. Cameron's shrine here. Some sort of water shrine that we're going to work on later on. And then his little lookout post that he built. But, and so we get an aerial look for the design of the city. I think it came out really well. I think considering some of our builds in the past, I think this is one of my favorite designs that we've done overall. I think there are some things we definitely could improve on, and I think in the future I definitely will. But you know, for now, I think this came out really well as a designed small township, if you will. Um, One of the things I do regret not doing is doing a house for each of the villagers. I think that's gonna be a big thing for me in the future. But I think this came out really well with the design. Now we're gonna head over to Cameron's place to show off that. Because I'm gonna show off each of the bases for today, just to show off what I can. There's a random water trough there, apparently. Our beautiful road that I spent hours collecting resources for that we never used. Um, and his little base. So he's got his little kelp farm, his chicken coop with a extra house, the visitor hut, his little well. He's got a couple cows here, some pigs, you know, his flag. He was a Templar for the entire time, and then his little house in here. Again, another kind of cutesy design that I think came out really well. Um, and I think that with the designs we were doing, everything came out well. I mean, we had a fun time on the server. It was kind of regrettable that things were laggy, but here's where Fuka was last before he left the group. Let's go see what's back here in Cameron's base, because I haven't actually been back in these areas. Oh wow, he got a lot of storage going. He's got a lot going on in here. Holy hell. He really expanded this place. Or started to. And then of course the entrance to his mines and everything else. I think it came out really well. I think he did a great job with his base design. Now he may continue to come back. The rest of us will be moving on to the modded stuff personally. So because of the fact that I don't know if his computer will handle it, but we're gonna see. Let's continue on. We gotta go visit the old Tren and Chasten base. Naturally, as we fly back over the city. It's a lot easier when you're in creative mode, I'm telling you. The start of my small castle wall. Their wooden wall that they were doing a design of. A lot of sugarcane. Like, no joke. There's a ton. Oh, yeah. Everyone can remember Tren's furnace farm, his XP farm that he built. Came out really well for the design. Still works, just not effectively because this grows faster than this. So, but yeah, definitely was worthwhile. Nice to look at. You know, my only issue is always his redstone contraptions are never pretty. There's the entrance to the railroad system. And then we come over to Chasten's old bee nest where he took a couple, it looks like, but never got to the rest of them. And then the cow farm was killed. And then we come into Chaston's old little base here, checking it out. Naturally, we've got to see all of everyone's bases. What's the sign say? Drunken Bee Brewing Co. Yep, this is his little base he had going. He had some small automation stuff that really helped out, Came out really well for what he was designing. Very compact, very ruinous. I love the look. And then you come down here and it's like, oh, hey, more of his stuff. Plus his old honey room that he just mined out completely. And a bird that he left behind. Poor bastard. That poor bird did not deserve that. He was left here to die. The Templar and the Red Sword to show that the original banners were left here because we made copies of a bunch of them. Above was Cook's beginning of a base, and then he left and never joined again, but it was coming out real well. Like, I like the look of it. It looks really nice. Nice little ruinous area. We've got, oh yeah, the tower I built for Tren, and Tren's old, massive, flat machines. He's got his villager breeder down there, his sheep farm down here. Here was where he slept every night. His two amazing llamas that we killed and never renamed because we forgot their names. And then, of course, the tower that I built for him that he never even used, which I am still upset about because this took forever and he didn't even look at it, or he didn't even use it. Alright, let's continue on with the base tour and the finale of the series. The hardest part, probably, is going to be this next part, which is getting to Chaston and Tren's new bases. So as I said, yes, here in March, we're starting up a new modded Minecraft series. We're still picking the mods out to get everything kind of set up, but we are looking forward to updating and upgrading. It'll be a fun time. I'm really ecstatic for it. And yeah, so that's what we'll be doing this March. I will be upgrading my PC next month without the graphics card probably. So because again, the graphics card we can't seem to find anywhere, or the video card, they just don't seem to have it available anywhere right now. It's still out of stock, sadly. So we're just gonna have to deal with that and move forward and use the one I currently have, which I just gotta remember how to take it out. It's been a while since I've put a video card in, but yeah, we're planning that. So Monday morning or Sunday or Saturday mornings, I don't know what'll be replacing it. I was debating on doing a hardcore Minecraft series, just a small one. Um, but I don't know if that would be something that would interest people, to be honest. Overall, uh, the Minecraft stuff's always been more fun because it's a group activity. So I think that Saturday mornings we might just be taking a quick break, maybe for a weekend or two, to figure out what we're going to be doing for the future on that. It may be 2 days of Stellaris. It may be something else. I haven't decided yet. If there's a game you guys want to see, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave it down in the comments. If you're watching this on Twitch, I don't know how to say something in the chat or come hang out on the next stream. But yep, as you can kind of see as our glass bridge continues to dwindle. A couple of villages along the way, which were really nice and helpful, to walk by or to fly by. I honestly don't recall half of them, as we worked on this glass bridge for like 4 or 5 streams. I think there's enough video proof of us working on this damn thing. And we haven't even hit the ocean, and I'm flying here. Like, that's how bad this, or how long away this was. These guys went and traveled forever. We should have definitely built another hub, and I think next time we're definitely going to be doing that. Just to save ourselves the headache. So, no more overworld bridges. I mean, it's nice, but it's definitely something we should have built in another to save some time and a lot of resources. So, we know for the next time when we do modded stuff. We'll link our bases up. Another sleeping spot, and then here is the farthest we had gotten with the original thing of or with the thickening of the glass. Now we're just flying on the one strip, and this is where it becomes terrifying for anybody running it, honestly. But yeah, so since this is the finale stream, we're just kind of chilling out, gonna show off everything and then pretty much call it a day till D&D tonight. There isn't gonna be a creators. There might be a creators creation stream. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do one or if I'm gonna do some YouTube recording today like I was supposed to, because I'm a little behind on that. Um, but we'll see. Yeah, we just kept going. I'm really looking forward to the mod stuff. I know we're doing Ice and Fire, just to get some of the cool stuff. We want to do an Avatar mod. We're talking about doing some magic, and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see. Oh man, you can really see how far this bridge goes as we continue on. Like, no joke, this took an entire desert just to get this much done. And we still had more glass. We were ready to like finish this thing, but it was just too much work. And then of course here's where the tube was finished, but never expanded upon. So we did more work over here. We had actually finished up the design pretty effectively. And then we are prepping to finish this long strip quickly. And then, like I said, we just all kind of got done with it. So, which was unfortunate. Oh, here, let me unequip my shield so you guys get a full view. You already got my face blocking things. You don't need that as well. So yeah, we're at Chasten's base and Jacob's old base, and yeah, so let's start their tour. We have Chasten's house, where he had built a little log cabin design and just kind of set up. Nothing really of value in any of these chests, to be honest. Oh, he has a soul speed book. This guy's little setup in here, which was nice and sweet. And then you just come on down to here, where you can get into his house. As he was starting to build things, he's got his automated kelp farm here. I think that goes down to the redstone. And let's see, let's continue on. We've got to go down the great and mighty secret design that you wouldn't expect to see. There we are. Into his actual base, where he's got his little mine shaft down there. His chest room with the bee, naturally. I hate that he uses signs and doesn't use, what do you call it, like, the item frames. His little own bone meal farm that he's been working on turned out pretty well. A couple ender chests. Lot of stuff over here for farming. Not too bad. Kind of coming together. I think he was trying to build a sex cult. Was the whole thing. His little cult room, which we of course now see. But yeah, I think Saturday mornings might be replaced with like say RimWorld streams or I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm really thinking about it still. An item frame inside of an item frame. His dogs. Thank you, dogs. And then, of course, he's got his little farms over here, his bamboo, his chicken, a couple, oh, apparently a beehive somewhere just sitting there. And then we've got Jacob's before Jacob left, is another portal that he built. Quite nice looking, I think, personally. A lot of purpley, gooey shit to make it look like it's kind of coming over. And then we've, of course, got, I think this was Trend's enchanting table, but don't quote me on that. They've just got a nice little setup over here for a netherly house and a strange farm field down here, and then something that goes to nowhere. Um, I would give a tour to Trent's base, but I don't actually know where Trent ended up setting up his base, if he even got a chance to. So I have nothing to show for that. But that's been basically what we designed. That's been the Sandy Talon overall. So as I said, this is the finale. I think we made it to like 31 episodes. If you want to go back and watch all the episodes, I highly recommend it. Um, the other thing is that if you want to see it, if there's mods you guys want to see us mess around with, hit us up. If there's a theme you want to see us working on for the next series, hit me up. I think me and Fraz are going to be building the mod pack soon, so I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be really fun to mess with. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan currently. If you guys have ideas, drop them down below. Remember, on Twitch, we do have goals now. The follower goals are down below. We used to have them set as sub goals, but I thought that was kind of dumb. So I thought, yeah, goals are going to be much better. Because I don't need subs, to be honest. So yeah, let's continue on. And I guess that's pretty much the stream overall. I have nothing else I can think of to add, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series, and hit me up if you want to see that hardcore series or what mods you recommend. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you next time.